Policy. James Hendrick here at the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, Dr. Policy. Coming to you to give the policy mix of the day. Noble. Just ways and advice, consulting in ways that make you think for yourself. Here at the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership. Get ready, because the Dr. Policy, his class, is in session.
Sit down and relax. Grab your beverage, sit down and relax. So I'm going to tell you something. I'm pre-taping this, and I'm in Salt Lake, and I'm kind of under the weather. But I made a promise that on Public Affairs, Tuesday, Thursday, that I would record something, especially on a day like today. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to talk about values, okay? This is something that's been misplaced. And you know what? Where better to look on the definition of values than in one of the founding fathers? Okay. So here we go. Value. Okay, the worth of something is pretty obvious. I think that goes into the price deal. Worth applied to persons, and you know what? That's something that maybe that's been misplaced. When you have these liberals that want this abortion crap, okay? Come on, let's wake up and see what's going on here. Because the fact of the matter is, Caesar has put himself in a new way. So that's something to think about. Okay, obviously, what I'm seeing, some of the values that I'm seeing that's misplaced is the value of the human person, the value of respect. Okay. And really taking account of one's mind. All right, because listen to me. It's like I said, during my trip to Salt Lake, I had a chance to talk to Bishop Dave. And because of some of the things that have been said and talked about in the political deals, you know, he says there's times that he feels angry and he feels afraid. Well, I'm going to try to send him my show as much as I can every day. Because here at the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership, yes, you are going to get a conservative perspective, but you're going to do it from a voice of reason. And you'll be like, well, Jimmy, how is it that you're able to do that? That's easy. I studied in political science, and I minored in mass communications. And if you ask me, I think that counts enough for a degree in public affairs. So let me tell you something. The political science training I received at Texas Tech University You walk in one of them political science classrooms, it's pretty obvious. But one of the things the professors request you to do is to keep your ideology at the door. That politics is meant to be discovered and studied objectively. And I know what's going out. Respect for the human person is going out the window. Civil discourse is going out the window. And I wish a lot of people had been trained like I was at Texas Tech in political science. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I went to study journalism, if you didn't have a liberal ideology, or if you were conservative and the professor spotted you miles away, whoo! Especially with me. It was, hello, pick on Jimmy Day. So that's why I switched over to political science. And that's why you get to hear me as a voice of reason. I do give my ideology. I do give my views on how things are. But unlike a lot of the other pundits nowadays, I give values with hope. We've misplaced values. The value of the human person. The value of civil discourse. I made myself a promise when I started analyzing the news. I didn't want to. But I could sense, particularly among some of my friends in the church, that there was a need for somebody to digest the news and give you something that you can do about. Rather than stuff that's just going to sit you there and make you pissed off and afraid. It's like I told Bishop David at lunch today. I said, look here. It's like this. I refuse to live in fear. And where I saw, beginning in the university, to some extent, and especially, I saw a loss of values in human life in inner city Arlington. What I witnessed in that place is surreal. Okay? The complex I lived in, there was a drug dealer on every corner. I kid you not. And I was there kind of maybe a day and a half to when I ran into this cabbie. And my gut says, don't trust her. But being young and impressionable and idiotic, I trusted her and her boyfriend. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole particular situation about, their situation, because that's irrelevant to this thing. When you've seen inner city Arlington, a person like me who's legally blind, dragged through the streets of inner city Arlington by someone who is either drunk or drug deranged, it's the same guy. When my marriage broke up and when I came back home, my friends finally just told me, hey, just don't talk about it. Just don't talk about it. And my friend Keith, God bless him, he said, do talk about it, Jimmy, if you feel like you've got to, but man, stop this living in fear. Stop this living in fear. And so, June of 2000, things came to a head. All right? I was socially drinking kind of like back when I was in my 20s. A counselor busted me on it and told me that if I was that miserable, I needed to do something about it. And this is the reasoning behind my religion, my faith. People have asked me if I'd be willing to give it up. No. Not after what I saw in Salt Lake yesterday. No. On Tuesday. I walked into the conference center. I sensed a real hallowed spirit in there. Like the Holy Ghost saying, hey, take your hat off. See, my mama sensed that she was the one that had to tell me. No, not this one. Not this time. I felt it. I walked in there and I sat down on one of the rows toward the middle of the conference center. I looked down. There's some of the lights and stuff. It was kind of semi-dark. And something told me, how can you sit there and not confirm what the prophet or the apostle is saying? And see, that's the thing. How can you guys listen to this show, and not learn to think for yourself? How can you do that and not think about what your personal values are? Okay? We've lost that ability. We've lost that respect, okay? It's gone down on the window. I'm recording this at night right now while I'm under my weather. Because around the time I'm going to be releasing this, I'm probably going to be getting ready to get on a plane to go back to Texas. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I promised you that Tuesday and Thursday, you guys had get a break from the news, where I talk about matters of public affairs during the fall. Okay? Now, the spring, I haven't decided yet. I really haven't decided yet. Probably something along the lines of maybe something along the lines of Jimmy's Corner or something like that. I'll probably make a decision sometimes around November, but we're still in mid to late September, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves in the bag here. The reason why I get to this show is tell people to get hope. Tell them see that there is something they can do about the general situation. Sit there, complain, get pissed off, get sad, get scared. Come on. I knew that there was a reason why I became a political podcaster. I didn't want to, but something said, somebody's got to give them hope. And I thought, you know what? It might as well be me. Because I tell people, in light of what I went through in inner city Arlington, I cannot live in fear. Okay? And here's one reason why I say that. I suffer from bipolar depressive psychosis. And part of that is from fear. There's enough of that in people's head then for the purveyors of news and politics to be using fear. Shame on each and every one of y'all. I don't care what political party you are. Shame on each and every one of y'all. Have you lost any shame? Have you lost any set of values of the human person? What we're worth? How to relate to people? Oh, but I know what they say in journalism school. I'm no fool, okay? I may have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. Okay? We need to start valuing the human person. We need to start valuing how to treat each other. Stop descending into the crop and start rising into the cream of the crop. And this is the show that's going to help you with that. I, James Hendrick, Dr. Policy here. I got the cure of what ails you. Okay? And now with that, I hope you enjoy listening to the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership classroom. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and be proactively informed. Hang in there, guys. Tomorrow is Fearless Faith Friday. Fearless Faith Friday. Hopefully I will get with some wonderful material. You guys take care. Okay, go out there and conquer. Take care of each and every one of you. And God bless you. Go out there and have a blessed day.